Hi guys, good evening and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host Eddie, and in tonight's video I'll be giving you my delayed review for the latest and very entertaining episode of Star Wars The Bad Batch, which dropped this past Wednesday. It's been a very busy long week and a very busy full weekend. I finally had a chance to watch the latest episode of Bad Batch recently. I'm just getting around to my review, so I do apologize for the delay. Thank you for bearing with me. Before I get into all of that, of course, please be warned, as usual, with most of my episode reviews, this is a spoiler-filled review, so if you're not caught up on Star Wars The Bad Batch by the latest episode, the one that dropped this past Wednesday, you do not want to keep watching or listening, as I will be going into spoilers, plot details, character stuff, all that jazz. That being said, you have been warned. Let's dive right back into it. First and foremost, it is so great to see an unexpected yet awesome creature make its reappearance after many years of a one-time appearance on the Clone Wars way back in the day. The Zillo Beast is back. Because at first I thought to myself, when I saw it, I'm like, ooh, this episode has got some sci-fi horror vibes to it. You know, a ship adrift in space, the crew dead or missing, some hostile organism is on the loose. You know, I was getting some serious alien vibes or just sci-fi horror vibes overall. So the horror fan in me was very satisfied with this episode based on the tone and the initial premise of this episode alone. So that was pretty cool. That immediately caught my interest. But when I first saw the Zillo Beast, we could see it was still in like early. It looks like a smaller version, and it still had armored plating, but it had no eyes. It was feeding off electricity, but then they explained, oh, the more electricity or energy it eats and feeds off of, the bigger it gets. And then sure enough, it was back to its regular size again. And I was like, oh, so that was like its initial stage. So what I was curious about is, did they successfully actually clone the Zillo Beast after the one that died in that two-part episode of Clone Wars way back in the day? It certainly would seem like it. And considering that the Zillo Beast is never seen or mentioned again in any of the films, I wonder what its ultimate fate ends up becoming, or what makes the Emperor or the Empire abandon their plans with trying to, you know, recapture, or not recapture, they've already recaptured it as we saw in the episode, but like how they try to apply its armored plating to whatever they want to, weapons or perhaps the Death Star or whatever, I'm not sure. But this was a very entertaining episode. It had some great sci-fi horror vibes to it. And then the Batch going up against a formidable enemy, in this case, the Zillo Beast. Even though the Zillo Beast itself is kind of a victim here, as it ended up being taken away by the Empire once again. And I kind of hope that it makes a return in this season, and if not this season, at least in the series at some point. What if somehow they've managed to find and free the Zillo Beast, and it buys them enough time to escape whatever situation they got to get out of, and it becomes like a reluctant ally or something like that. That would be pretty cool, I think. But this was a very entertaining, very exciting episodes. Man, they have just been killing it lately, because there was like a 2 or 3 episode block there a couple weeks ago where the episodes were okay, but nothing spectacular, and then it just turned around 4 or 5 weeks ago, and it's just been one excellent episode after another. At least that's how I feel about it. I don't know how the rest of you feel, but that's how I feel about it, and I felt very entertained with this latest episode. So what did you guys think of it? I'd love to hear your thoughts and feelings on it. Thank you so much for watching. Star Wars The Bad Batch drops new episodes every Wednesday on Disney+. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend and night if I don't see you again, and of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.